Hey everyone, Ryan here from Dorklord's Game Club. It's early morning and we are headed down to the first ever Barrie Bash Warhammer 40k 1500 point tournament. It's taking place in Barrie, Ontario in the Bayfield Mall just by Sir Games Alot. There's a handful of dorks, probably about 9 or 10 of us going down to the tournament. There's players from Toronto, from Parry Sound, from London, from Barrie, all over the place coming to compete in this first event. It's being hosted by SKARI and his Eternal Warriors, and we're game to have a lot of fun. So sit back, relax, and welcome to another episode of Craftworld.
Hey folks, UK Mike here. Thanks for tuning in for our highlights of this tournament. So it was an early start on that cold and wintry morning as we departed for our first bash of 2013. Dorklord Sean, Mike, Ryan, Justin and myself in the cars here in our convoy from the HQ in Stayner. We were really excited about this tournament. We spent several weeks testing our armies and lists at the club, and we felt like we were prepared. We knew there'd be some stiff opposition though, and the interest in the tournament that was generated online had been huge, and we knew that tough competitors were flocking in from all corners of the region to throw dice. So as we got nearer, the tension mounted and we prepared to begin a day's gaming. Once we had arrived and lugged our gear in, the organizer called us to attention.
Also, so you're going to be playing 2 rounds before lunch. We'll have lunch, we'll play 2 rounds. The schedule is that we'll be done by 6:30, 6:45 at the latest. Now remember, there are going to be drawn prizes for all those who haven't got one of the main points. So no matter how you're doing in the tournament, there's always a chance you'll go home with something. So stick around for all your games, or you will forfeit that. And have fun. Also make sure to, talk to your opponent before the game starts about terrain, okay? Because everybody does that a little differently, and everybody gets 1 vote that you can vote for armies that are here on display. And with that, the first mission, the RELIC. Deployment style. Vanguard strike. Get to gaming and have fun.
So the battles began in earnest. We grabbed people for interviews in the breaks between games, which are very brief, and there was a lot of club pride on display at this tournament with great custom t-shirts worn by several of the participants. Let's hear from some of them now, shall we?
I don't know if I can promise that.
So here we are at the Barrie Bash after round 1, and we have some guys willing to do an interview with us. Let's take a look, shall we? What's your name, sir?
Eddie Crampton.
And what army do you play, Eddie?
IG.
Imperial Guard. And your name? I've seen you before.
Dylan Nixie.
And you're playing?
I play Krons.
Krons, lovely. And you, sir?
Dave Kachuk, and I play Krons.
2 Necron players.
I'm
and
Nathan
you?
Wilkinson, and I'm playing the Tau Empire.
And you?
Ken Emerson, and I play the illustrious Chaos Space Marines.
Okay, quite a mix there, and if you guys wouldn't mind telling me, what area are you representing?
Parry Sound!
Parry Sound. So guys, how was round 1? Was it good, bad or ugly?
Well, I had a close fought game, just came down to the wire and I just couldn't pull out, so I got massacred, but...
Massacred. How was yours?
Good game, slight win. I'll take what I can get.
Nice.
It was a tough game. Ended up being pretty much a draw.
A draw, not bad.
I won against my opponent. He was a very good opponent. If he had one more turn, he would have won. So
a close call.
It was. I got a 5-0 spread against a Grey Knights player, which should not have happened.
You won? Wow.
Yeah.
Several wins there. The guys from Parry Sound are already winning at this tournament. We'll catch up with them later. Thanks, guys.
This tournament was great for a variety of reasons, but first of all it was a real celebration of the strength and variety in the Ontario 40k meta. We had a really nice variety of armies, Lots of Tyranids, lots of Necrons, loads of Xenos players in general, which makes a nice change. And some great boards as well. The guys from Games Alot and the Eternal Warriors supplied some nice terrain. Also tabletop battle terrain from our own club, put in a few pieces as well. And it made for some very exciting tables, very cinematic looking. Lots of interesting ruins there. I think those are the battlefield in a box ruins. And Aegis defense lines were a very popular feature in some armies. As you can see, there's one there. On this table over here we have our first nid-on-nid showdown. Two veterans here, Dorklord Ryan, our very own, taking on Mark Pepper from Kitchener. Going toe-to-toe with plenty of conversions on the board. They both had converted Doom of Malantine models, and I think, yeah, Mark had 2 Flyrants in his list, and some nice converted Mycetic Spores on both sides. Good players, they had a lot of fun in that game. And my own first game with my Tyranids against the mechanized guard of 2-time War Masters champion Nathan Pascoe here, also from Kitchener. Really great guy, good player.
Hey everyone, top of round 2. Things are going great, a lot of excellent games being played. I'm here with my Nids playing against Necrons, and hopefully I do better than I did the first round, but we'll see.
So the day wore on and everyone was loving it. There was a lot of passers-by. As you can see, some of the tables actually spilled out into the main area of the mall out of the designated gaming space, but we didn't mind, and neither did the pedestrians. A lot of members of the public actually came into the tournament room and spoke to the gamers and were very interested in what was going on.
Would you like to introduce round 3?
Sure. We're looking at the round 3 game between 2 Tyranid players, myself, Mikey, and Mark here. And this is a very interesting game because we have 2 very similar lists, both playing Tyranids with the flying Hive Tyrants and with Turbogons. And he has a Tyrannifex there. So it's going to be a real clash of the Titans here. Not sure what's going to happen. It's all going to come down to the dice and the tactics.
Very well done.
Meanwhile, over on this table we see the armies of Dorklord Justin, the tournament's only pink paint scheme. His sisters are dug in behind that fierce defense line in the face of this huge Chaos Cultist army with some brand new Mauler Fiends there. Forge Fiend as well. That was a very exciting game. And here we see a perfect example of just how popular the Necrons are at the moment. 2 Necron armies, 2 of the 4 I think are at the tournament, 3 or 4 anyway, going head to head, fighting for the objective in the middle there. The Destroyer and Wraith spam against the Infantry spam. Very good battle. Now let's check out some of the other armies. First up, Dorklord Kirk's Orcs on this magnificent display board, and then probably one of the best painted armies of the day, these Eldar. And Eddie's Imperial Guard, those flyers were a real menace throughout the day. And the very well painted Ice Tyranids on their Aztec style board, then my own Tyranids on my tabletop battle terrain display board, and Justin's sisters again in pink and black. Dorklord Sean's Chaos on what can only be described as an antique display box, and the brilliant colour scheme here for these Grey Knights. They really wowed the crowds. Now for the minis. For those of us with an eye for the artistic side of the hobby, this tourney was a real treat. The organisers put a very strong emphasis on the hobbyist side of the game, giving out plenty of encouragement for people to bring fully painted armies. Which of course meant that the tables looked incredible all day. It was a very visually stunning tournament. Every tabletop had a very epic cinematic feel to it, and it was a great showcase not only for the clubs who came from all over, but just for the game in general. There were lots of youngsters and, you know, pedestrians coming by who were watching pretty wide-eyed really in amazement as the veterans were knocking the hell out of each other's brilliantly painted armies. And yeah, you can see the Living Saint there. That was a real dazzler. And the well-painted Eldar again, the gemstones on those were particularly exquisite. And Kirk's looters, and a lopsided truck there. I think that's normal for orcs, so we won't worry about that. Mini of the day has to be this topless demon prince though. She came all the way from Parry Sound without her shirt on. So the tournament is done, and we have some very tired looking gamers here to give us a short interview. Let's start off with this gentleman. What's your name, sir?
My name is Pasco.
And what army do you play?
I play Mechanized Guardless.
Mechanized Guard. And you, sir?
I'm John McNeil, and I play Necrons.
Okay, and you, sir?
Nate, I was playing Grey Knights.
Grey Knights. Boo, hiss.
Yeah, I know.
And you?
I'm Greg, and I was playing Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunters, and the man in the hat.
Grey Knights.
And you, sir?
Mark, playing Nids.
Okay. And you fine gentlemen are representing... Kitchener. The Kitchener crew, okay. So guys, it's been a long day and a tiring day.
Yes, it has.
We're all a little bit sweaty, but let's not talk about that too much. How are your games?
They were actually really good. Unfortunately, I had to play you, which...
yeah, it didn't go too well for me, did it?
Well, it went really well for me, though.
Yeah, let's move on from that bit.
But I had 4 really great games. No, it was all right for that case. 4 really great games. It was a blast.
Okay. And how was your day of wargaming?
It was really good. Had a fun time. Rounds could have been a little longer.
Yeah, I agree. There wasn't enough time to go to the toilet or eat, was there, really?
Yeah.
And how were your games?
I had 4 excellent games. I won my first 3. I was on table 1 the last round and got beat by the dirty cocks. I mean, by the Eldar.
By the Eldar. Okay. And you?
4 fantastic games, and I had the privilege of feeding Pasco's ego in round 3.
Oh, you played against your buddy in round 3.
Yeah.
I tabled him in 3 turns.
First time he beat me ever.
Wow. Grudge match there.
Yep.
And your games?
Great 4 games. I've never played so many Nids in my life.
Yeah, you had 2 games against Tyranids today.
That's right, yeah, the 3rd game. I forget what the name of the guy was. A nice guy, though. Mike.
I can't remember either. Was it Mike? Yeah, I think it was Mike. So you had a good time over as well?
Very good, yes.
Speaking from one Tyranid player to another, I was pretty impressed that you managed to pull off 2 Hive Tyrants and a Tyrannofex in your list and do so well. So, Nid to Nid, congratulations there.
Thank you.
Thanks guys, can we expect you back here at the tournament next year?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. So the tournament has ended, and our very own guys from the Dorklords of Georgian Triangle have agreed to give us an interview. They are bloodied, they are battered, but they are defiant. What's your name, sir?
It's Mike.
And what army are you playing today?
Black Templars.
Black Templars. And you, sir?
Sean.
And playing?
Chaos Space Marines.
And that's a familiar face.
Ryan, playing Tyranids.
And you in the green.
I'm Robert, and I play Imperial Guard.
Give us a little twirl in that shirt, please, there. Wow. Very nice. And you,
I'm
sir?
Dirk, playing the Orcs, not in a green shirt, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah. And last, but certainly not least...
You know who I am, Sisters of Battle.
Justin. Okay. So, guys, you're representing...
Dorklord's Game Club.
Dorklord's Game Club.
Of...
Georgian Triangle.
Yay! Enthusiasm, great.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Very long.
So, how was your tournament overall, Mike?
I got 2 for 2.
2 for 2, not bad. And Sean, how did the Chaos do today?
The Chaos was supreme twice, and game over twice.
Okay. And my Tyranid compadre, how did you do?
Well, I had 1 loss, 1 win, and 2 draws, and played the Necrons 3 times.
You held your own, well done. How did the Guard fare?
Well, we got 2 wins, 2 losses, and I played lots of Grey Knights, so there's not much I could say about my losses.
Yeah. Did you actually stick with the Dark Angels allies you were talking about?
Yeah, I did play with my Dark Angel allies.
How did that work out for you?
Using prescience on vehicles with large blasts is very nice.
Okay. And Kirk, how did the Greenskins do today?
1,500 points of truck spam. The Orcs went 4-0 at this tournament.
4-0!
Didn't do it loud enough.
And how did the ladies do today?
Not too bad. 2 losses, a win, a tie. Some rules, arguments, some things to change. The sisters are very hard to play. There's a lot of people that don't understand them.
But did you have fun?
for the most part, without the confusion, yeah, it was good, but we definitely need some more practice and back to the drawing board.
Fighting spirit, eh?
Spirit. Not a lot of fight left now.
He needs a good beer.
He needs to sleep.
Yeah, we all do.
Okay. Will you be back next year?
Let's do this. Just thinking, see, just gonna. Okay, so prize support. Thanks all for coming out, first of all. Big round of applause. I will say the first Barrie Bash is an absolute success. Thanks a lot. You guys made it possible, and without you guys, there would be no tournament. So we have so basically the way it's going to work, there's $390 worth in prizes.
Ooh.
That's right. So I'm just going to do some quick math here. I'm pretty sure it's one $100 prize for best overall, three $70 prizes for best general, best presentation, and best sportsman, and then two draw prizes from the guys that came out to play the game. It's 390 minus 100. Okay, cool.
Everybody gets free beer.
Everybody!
Yeah! No worries,
Okay.
flying across.
Okay, so best presentation covers paint votes, covers the fact that you brought a display board, covers that your army stands out from the crowd. So painting your army comes a long way in terms of your overall points. So, best presentation, third place, Nathan Watson Wyattson. Where is he?
Where is he? Where's Nathan?
I am so sorry.
Where's Nathan?
Second place, Jason Litchie with his nids. Jason Litchie.
Yeah! Woo!
And first place, this army shouldn't have won. I'm just kidding. Greg Evers with the beautiful Grey Knights.
Oh! Congratulations.
Best sportsman embodies a gamer within the game. The most important rule of playing this game is to have fun, and they embody everything that stands for. In third overall for best sportsman, we have Ken Everson.
Yeah.
Blazing back
Second
there.
best sportsman, Jason, once again. And for first place sportsman, UK Mike, Mikey Dolman.
Oh.
Put the camera on yourself there. Put the camera on yourself.
Thanks. Okay.
Best general embodies your ability to crush your opponents. To complete your objectives in the face of all odds, no matter what the dungeon master throws at you.
Play like a dick.
Very true.
So, for best general at the first Barrie Bash, third overall, Mikey Dolman. Congratulations.
That guy.
Jesus Christ.
Second best general, John McNeil.
Where's John?
Yeah!
Oh yeah!
Beat us all.
And let me note that you don't actually need to be painted to get any of these generalship awards at all. And henceforth, first general, best general award at first Barrie Bash, Kevin Van Rooyen.
Oh! Congrats!
And now the best overall award. This is the award that goes to the game that embodies everything I just said, just better than everyone else.
That's me, right? Great!
Third place, best overall, Kevin Van Rooyen. Second place overall, Mikey Dolman.
Thank God! Thank God!
I guess it was when I bought you the A&W,
There
eh?
you
Just
go.
jack the points up.
A couple of points for the sportsmanship. And first place overall for the first Barrie Bash, Nathan Pascoe. Awesome. Thanks a lot. And now we're going to do a random draw for the two additional.
We have our champion. Slaying foes. Well done.
Okay. I'm just making it as random as possible. So, first gift certificate goes to Eric Dietless. Woo!
His best overall, and he didn't even assemble his entire army.
He did it. Okay, and
How the fuck did I win 3?
last but not
Did I win
least,
3?
second,
Christ.
You didn't win it. Like you placed top 3.
Mike Clark.
Yeah! Black Templars!
Like you won
Black
Best
Templars.
Sportsman, and then it was like.
Thanks a lot for tuning in
overall,
to the
you're
live feed, to everything else, the Dorklords, the Phoenix Games and Hobbies, the Crafts and Games up in Perry Sound, all the way down from the Eternal Warriors, absolutely. I shouldn't forget our own. Next year, the same. We will have a championship belt, and everybody can actually fight for the belt, and will have to come and defend their title.
Elbow drops.
Elbow drops, that's right. Thank you so much for watching. This is SKARI.
Thanks, SKARI!
Thank you, SKARI.
Hey everyone, Ryan here. We're at the end of the first ever Barrie Bash Warhammer 40k tournament. To my left is SKARI, the chapter master of the Eternal Warriors. So, SKARI, how do you think today went?
It went really well, thank you. The tournament was an absolute success.
And were there any pros or any cons about running something like this?
Only, 26 out of 32 people showed up, so we had room for more. And some of the guys weren't able to make it up. That's always a shame to see when not everybody makes it out. Of course, it's things happen to stop people from coming to the event. And any pros, everybody had a fantastic time, and I'm really happy to see that everybody seems really pumped to come back and do it again next year.
It does definitely seem like there was good sportsmanship all around. Everyone had a lot of fun, win, lose, draw, all that sort of stuff. So, do you think you're going to do it again next year?
I think so. Something we tried this year, of course, was the live feed to the top table. Next year we might actually do something different. Well, the same thing, but I will have more audio feeds from the table itself, so you can hear the players actually duking it out across the table. And I'll remember that there's only a limited cap on the time that we can have on each feed, so I'll probably do a feed for each game and something like that. But overall, there's things I'm going to change and things that I'm looking forward to trying out next time.
Okay, well, excellent. Thank you very much, SKARI.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Okay, guys, that's our show from the Warhammer 40k 1500 point first ever Barrie Bash, hosted by the Eternal Warriors in lovely Barrie, Ontario.